Hey cruisers, welcome to Cruise Tips TV. Welcome to our weekly vlog. We're so happy to see all of you here. Before we jump into lots and lots of questions and answers today, wanted to announce to all of you that our next live stream is Saturday, July 15th at noon Pacific time. So again, Saturday, July 15th, noon Pacific time, right here on this YouTube channel. A lot of you guys ask me how you can participate in the chat because for one reason or another, you can see the video when it goes live because you've turned on your notifications here on the channel, but you're not sure how to participate. So a couple things you need to do. You need to be logged into your YouTube channel. That's the most important thing that you need to do. If you're having trouble, you might also want to try logging in from a desktop. It is definitely possible to participate in the live chat, ask questions, offer your expert opinions, and do all of that from a mobile device, but it is a little bit easier from a desktop computer. So with all of that said, we look forward to seeing you on Saturday for a fun cruise Q&A session for about an hour. And as always, you want to be sure to follow us on social media. We are on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter and Pinterest with the handle Cruise Tips TV because we always announce our live streams there and we show you guys all kinds of fun pictures in between filming and photographs from all of our cruises and trips. So be sure to follow us there. So before we answer questions, one more item of housekeeping. Hope you all enjoyed our Sea Day vlog from the Carnival Miracle. I got so many comments from you guys. It was so nice. We thought, oh, it's a sea day. Everybody's gonna be bored with this video. We're just gonna walk around the ship and show you what we're doing. But I got so many nice comments about the video. Thank you so much for giving hubby props for his editing. He really is working hard to be better for you guys every single video. So thank you for being patient as we're on a little bit of a slow schedule getting them out to you, but it's because we're working hard to make the editing as best we possibly can, find cool music for you guys, and stitch it all together in a really nice way. So again, thanks for all of your support with that. Also hope that you snorkeling enthusiasts out there enjoyed our snorkel mask review on our Cruise Gear channel. If you're not already subscribed, Cruise Gear is a channel that we have devoted to all things stuff for cruises. Everything from cruise tech to snorkels and masks, to beauty products, beauty unboxings, all kinds of different things. We have got some really fun things coming to you on this on that channel this summer because we're planning a trip to Alaska. So I'm hoping to do some videos previewing some of my gear for Alaska, which will be totally different because you're always seeing us vlog about our warm weather cruises. This is gonna be a really casual, cool weather cruise. So I have a new alarm clock that I plan to review. I have a gorgeous new Columbia jacket that I plan to show you guys on that channel. So get over to Cruise Gear, hit that subscribe button, and watch for fun stuff over there. So let's get started on all the questions we've been getting this week on our YouTube channel and Facebook. The first one comes from Tommy at Always Be Booked. Hi Tommy, hope you're doing well and having a good week. Tommy said in reference to our Sea Day vlog from the Carnival Miracle, great vlog as always. I have two questions. The main dining room looks amazing. Might just be hubby's cinematography skills, but it looks better than I remember. I saw the tablecloths on. Do they do American table or no? And also, where do they put the Red Frog pup? So Tommy, yeah, they're doing American table on Carnival Miracle. It's actually pretty good. We've had some not so great experiences with the American table before as well, but the variety seemed pretty good on this one. The appetizers were nice, the entrees were nice. We liked it, and I felt like the selection was there. So yes, they're doing American table, and you did see tablecloths on because it was formal night. But on the non-formal nights, they are taking the tablecloths off and just leaving the nicely finished wood tables. The tables are nice though. You know, I didn't feel like they were lacking something. I think I've kind of gotten used to it, but I think because they have such a nice shiny finish over the wood and they keep them very clean, it doesn't really bug me anymore, but in the beginning it totally did. Okay, Red Frog is on deck 2, and I wrote down exactly where it is to give you kind of a frame of reference because I know you've been on this ship before. It's between the casino and the theater, and they also put in that Skybox sports bar right next to the Red Frog, and it's awesome. You would love the sports bar. Tons and tons of video screens, a nice ocean view, like some tables along the wall there by the ocean that are really beautiful. So be sure to check it out if you get back on Miracle. I know it's coming over to your hood, over to Tampa soon, so maybe you'll book a cruise. I think that the ship does need a little refresher again. It did have the 2.0 minus Guy's Burgers and Blue Iguana, which is really weird. About, gosh, do you remember, was it 2012, pal? I don't remember. Well, probably maybe 2013 or something, they did a refurb on the Miracle. but it's probably time for some new carpet and things like that. So hopefully they'll spruce it up before they send it over to you in Tampa. Anyway, good to hear from you, Tommy. Stevie Wilson has a question. She said, "Hi, Sherry. Could you do a video on how to make the most of shorter duration cruises between 2 to 5 days? Thanks. Love your videos." Stevie, it's something that we'd love to do for you, but I'm going to give you some tips right now that will help you. Number one, don't forget to watch our vlogs on our Carnival Imagination cruise. That was a short one. I think it might have been a 4-night cruise, 4 nights, 3 nights. I think it was a 4-night cruise. And that'll give you a good idea of how it feels to be on one of those cruises. And we did a series of vlogs on our Sea Day, our Catalina Day, our Ensenada Day, and our Sea Day back. But here are some tips for you. The first thing that you can do to kind of make the most of your cruise is try to embark early. Maybe invest in Faster to the Fun and get on the ship early and make the most of that first day. Head straight to the pools, grab a cocktail, and get going on day one. The next thing I would recommend is not overscheduling yourself. On these cruises, while I do recommend booking shore excursions and doing something in every port, try not to do too much, because if you want to really unwind, you need to be able to give yourself a chance to do that, right? Without so much going on. So try to just take it easy and maybe roll with it, and don't schedule too many activities, too many shows, things like that. Now, along those lines, I think it's also a really nice idea when you're on a shorter cruise to unplug. Maybe don't purchase the internet package. Consider actually trying to allow yourself the freedom to unplug a little bit more by not checking email, not checking the internet. That's something that might work for you. On the other hand, you might find that because the cruise is short, that you can purchase a drink package because it's more affordable, and be able to let your hair down a little bit, let loose a little bit, buy that drink package at whatever, I'm not sure exactly which cruise line you're going on, but between $50 and $65 a day, most likely, and enjoy it. But I do recommend that you plan some excursions, get out in those ports and do what you can to enjoy the time. I hope that that helps you, Stevie. Let me know if you need more help. Sugaili Vargas says, "Hi, what can I expect on a cruise if I book it for my honeymoon? Something special like packages or services?" So Sugaili, depending on the cruise line you're with, they may do a little something special for you, like a sign on your door or something like that. But for the rest of it, you're going to have to most likely pay for it. They might sing to you if it's your birthday in the dining room and give you a free cake and things like that. But I recommend that you look on the Personalizer or whatever the area of your cruise line's website where you can buy stuff in advance. If it means a lot to you to have something special, get onto that shopping area when you're in that cruise Personalizer area and look for some fun things that you can do to surprise your significant other or just make your room more comfortable for you. You can get champagne packages, photo packages, flowers, chocolate dipped strawberries, room decorations. The list goes on and on. You can even have alcohol waiting for you in your room, beers, liquor, soda packages, anything that you can possibly imagine you can most likely have waiting for you in your room to make it a little more special. So that would be something fun for you to look into. I hope that that helps you. Chris Goglin says, "One kind of silly question from a newbie." Chris, there are no silly questions from newbies. That's what we're here for. We love your questions, so keep them coming, okay? On Carnival Miracle, are you allowed to each bring a bottle of wine on board? Do I need to pack them in my carry-on suitcase, or can I just carry them in a canvas carrying bag made for wine bottles? So Chris, first part of your question, yes, you can still take 1 bottle of wine per adult on Carnival Miracle. They don't want plastic bottles though. So the types of things you're gonna avoid on Carnival Miracle would actually be like water, plastic water bottles and things like that. But you can still take soda in cans, and you can still take your 2 bottles of wine. Yes, you can totally put them in a canvas bag. You could carry them over your shoulder. You could literally just walk on board with bottles of wine in your hand. In fact, sometimes the more transparent you are about what you're carrying on, the better. We put them in our carry-on luggage because it's just easier for us not to have to deal with them. And we've got an 8-year-old child that we're dealing with too. So I usually wrap them in bubble wrap or one of the cool wine bags that we have previewed over on our Cruise Gear channel just to keep them safe in case of a spill. But I hope that answers your question. Have a great time on Carnival Miracle. Lisa Hennessy says, "Hi Sherry, I don't know if it's appropriate to ask. Please forgive me if it is, but what Mexico cruise out of San Pedro would you take and with who?" By who, she means what line. "Although I live in Orange County, I've never cruised out of our port. I've only cruised with Princess, but I'm open. Thank you in advance." So I asked Lisa a few more questions about her cruising preferences and style. And Lisa, don't ever think that you have to You can always ask us questions. No more of this permission stuff, you guys. It's always appropriate to ask, and you don't need forgiveness. We are here to answer your questions. So with that out of the way, Lisa. So Knowing that Lisa is not a party animal. Lisa likes snorkeling, finding their own excursions, things like that. Lisa, I think Princess actually is probably still the best cruise line for you, but some other options for you to try if you want to shake it up a little bit. Princess obviously has the Ruby, Princess, and Star right now, sailing the Mexican Riviera out of San Pedro, and those are awesome, awesome options for you, okay? But you might also want to consider trying Norwegian. Right now they have Norwegian Star, and the dining on Norwegian is really fun. If you buy the dining package, their alternative dining venues are fantastic. I'm not a fan of their main dining room food, for the record, but their teppanyaki, steakhouse, French food, Italian food, all of that is really fun. That might make for a nice experience for you and a nice change if you've tried Princess. Also, you could wait until Norwegian Bliss has a couple of sailings over in the Mexican Riviera, and starting in October of 2018, there are just a few. We're jumping on one of those and we're really excited to try a new ship, but always a good option. The last thing I might recommend for you, Lisa, is to try something longer. So for example, you might try the Star Princess 10-night Mexican Riviera cruises out of San Pedro. Those are awesome. So we did that on Star back in November and have some great vlogs. If you haven't seen them already, check it out and see what a longer cruise to the Mexican Riviera looks like. We had a wonderful time in the ports of Laredo and La Paz, which are unusual and not often visited on Mexican Riviera cruises, and you will love what you see, and it'll give you a great idea for what those longer cruises are like. Let me know, Lisa, if you need more help. All right, Kimberly Buchanan says, are you able to change your dining time for one day? I'm asking this based on the vlog when you stated you kind of had a late start and you had 6 p.m. dining time. Kimberly, if you have set dining time, sometimes Carnival will let you go over to anytime dining, but you cannot do the reverse. So if you're an anytime diner, you probably can't go to set time dining. It doesn't usually work that way. So what you guys might want to do is you might want to just choose anytime dining from the get-go if you think you're going to vary your dining time a lot. But if you do that, do be prepared that you may potentially have to wait. There's always the buffet. There's always Nick and Nora's Steakhouse if that becomes a problem for you. Hope that helps. Erica Dorsey says, first cruise in December, going to Grand Turk and Dominican Republic out of Miami. How should I dress? Erica, we could spend a whole hour talking about this topic, but what I recommend that you do is watch our packing videos, okay? We have lots of packing and what to wear videos for you in a playlist. If we can, we'll link to that playlist in the comments below, in the notes below when this is over, but if not, just go ahead and look at the playlist section of our channel. Look for packing. In general, though, Erica, for the Caribbean in December, it's going to be casual, tropical, think resort wear. So for daytime, cool cotton shorts and bathing suit cover-ups, swimsuits, things like that. And for the evenings, you can go with kind of more cruise casual, so dresses, nice shorts, capri pants, you know, things like that for dinners. And of course, if you have formal nights on your ship, pack for those. But think of resort wear for that vacation. Hope that that helps you. Danielle Bischoff says, what cruise line do you like the best? Danielle must not know that we get that question a lot. My husband and I have been on 9 Carnival cruises, and my 3-year-old has been on 3. My goodness sakes, your 3-year-old is well traveled. We have an 8-day cruise on Carnival Vista October 7th, but we were wondering if we should venture out, but we are scared too. So Danielle, don't be scared to venture out. We totally recommend it. My first cruise was on Carnival as well, and then my husband and I tried Princess and really loved it. But so far, we have loved every cruise line we've sailed with. Holland America, Norwegian, Carnival, Princess, and Royal Caribbean are all awesome for different reasons. So we totally recommend that you venture out. Just, you know, think about your sailing date and the ship and the itinerary more than worrying about the cruise line. Okay? Let me know if you need a little more clarification. Also recommend that you, just for the fun of it, take our cruise line personality quiz. It's actually on our website. If we can, we'll link to it in the comments below. But the cruise line personality quiz might be interesting for you because you're a tried and true Carnival cruiser. I'm curious to see what you score and what cruise line you actually come out as being well matched with. So make sure you let me know after you watch that. Okay, the Traveler's Adventure says, hey Cruise Tips TV, I love watching your videos and taking the advice. I was wondering if you could help me. I'm going on my first cruise in about a month, and I'm wondering if it's a good idea to do a vlog on the first cruise trip or just wait for another trip and practice first. I was thinking that it would be a good way to watch over the memories I'll make on the trip. What do you think? Okay, the traveler's adventure. I think you need to go for it with your vlog. Just jump in and do it. It's never easy to start vlogging. It feels really weird at first to turn the camera around and talk into the camera. So I say go for it. And you're absolutely right. It's a great way to build those family memories. I do have a suggestion for you. This is something that we've learned the hard way. Starting cruise vlogging less than a year ago, really, we've only been doing trip vlogs for less than a year. We've learned that it's best to have some sort of a plan or a framework, so you might want to make a list of 5 or 10 things you plan to vlog every day. Maybe an intro in the morning as to what you're going to do for the day, your breakfast experience, what you're doing in the middle of the day and how you're getting there, a summary in the afternoon of how the day is going, a little, some footage of what you're doing in the afternoon and evening, and then a summary again at night. Make a list, make a plan, stick to that plan, and you'll have good vlog footage. Let me know how it goes, and be sure to send me links to your first vlog videos. I would love to watch them. Okay, Pam H says, we have never booked an excursion that wasn't with the cruise line, but we're considering it. Your pros and cons tips are very helpful. Question, what happens if the ship doesn't make it to the port, usually because of weather? Do independent excursion operators give you a full refund? Okay, awesome question, Pam. This is a topic close to my heart. We made a video on the pros and cons of booking shore excursions yourself versus with a cruise line, and it sounds like you have already watched that video, but if you haven't, be sure to do that. So, yes, generally speaking, good shore excursion providers not with a cruise line will give you a full refund if your ship does not make it to port. Now, they have strict rules about why, like you said, weather, right? So if it just simply doesn't make it to port, usually they give you your entire deposit back and your entire fare you don't pay it because you never make it to the excursion. So most of them just hold your trip with a deposit, right? So my suggestion to you, Pam, is as you're planning your cruise, do not book with a provider that does not give you a full refund if your ship does not make it to port. That is something that I will always look for and always do. If it's not clear on that ticket for that excursion, ask the company, do you give a full refund if we do not make it to port? If they don't, do not book with them. It's not a good idea. All right, you guys, a couple of questions I couldn't answer this week that we need your help with. We need to help Pam and Michael. Pam says, do you have any tips for something for ladies to put their foot on in the shower while they shave? So let's help her out. And Michael Skidmore says, I'm going on a graduation cruise in 2018 on Carnival Liberty. Is it a great ship, and what are some tips about the Liberty? So let's help Michael. All right, you guys, what's coming next? Our last vlog from Carnival Miracles coming soon, so be sure to watch for that. We're gonna do an unboxing of our Walmart box soon on our gear channel, so be sure to subscribe over there. Soon we have some cool Alaska stuff coming for you guys. We're gonna do a packing series on that in the next couple of months. And don't forget, our live stream is coming on Saturday, July 15th. Be sure to turn on the notifications bell. If you liked this video, please give us a thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you like our content, and thank you for watching. Until next time, we'll see you on the high seas. Bye.
Cruise around the week.
Hey, click me to subscribe. Wrap it up.